The roar of the engines echoed through the metal belly of the aircraft. 97 soldiers sat silently, each one gripping their weapon, their eyes locked on the red light above the exit door. The sky outside was burning orange, dawn over the unknown. Among them sat Aidan Cross, a former paratrooper turned mercenary. He had seen wars before, but nothing like this. There was no nation, no flag, no command. Only survival. The island below was a killing ground, and only one would leave it alive. The voice of the pilot crackled through the speakers. 30 seconds to drop zone. Prepare to jump. Aidan adjusted his vest, checked the magazine of his M416 rifle, and took a deep breath. He glanced at the strangers around him, men and women from every corner of the world. Some whispered prayers. Others smiled like they had already accepted death. The red light turned green. The ramp opened. And chaos erupted. Dozens hurled themselves into the open sky, swallowed by the roaring wind. Parachutes blossomed across the horizon, white dots descending toward the island of Arangel. Aidan jumped. The air was ice against his face. Below him stretched forests, hills, and the silent ruins of civilization. Smoke drifted from the old town of Pochinki. The coastline shimmered under the morning sun. He aimed for a cluster of houses near Roshok, where he hoped to find weapons before anyone else did. The moment his boots hit the ground, he ran. The distant pops of gunfire echoed through the valley. The match had begun. Inside the first house, he found a level 2 vest, a UMP-45, and a frag grenade. He loaded his weapon and listened. Footsteps. Close. Too close. Aidan crouched near the window, heart pounding. A figure moved outside, sneaking between the walls. He threw the grenade without hesitation. Boom! Dust and debris filled the room. A shadow collapsed outside. Aidan exhaled. 1 down, 96 to go. He looted the fallen enemy's backpack. 5.56 ammo, a red dot sight, some bandages. Every second counted. The circle would shrink soon, forcing everyone toward the center. By the time the first blue zone closed in, only 50 players remained. Aidan made his way toward Yasnaya Polyanar, moving through fields of tall grass. A sniper's shot cracked nearby. The bullet whizzed past his head, splintering a tree trunk. He dove behind cover and scanned the rooftops. There, a glint. Someone was camping with a Kar 98K. Aidan switched to single fire, aimed carefully through his red dot, and fired 3 precise shots. The sniper fell from the rooftop. Silence returned. He didn't celebrate. There was no time for that here. Death was everywhere, and it came without warning. He looted quickly and found a 4x scope, attaching it to his rifle. His next destination, the center of the next safe zone, near school. The roads were littered with abandoned vehicles. Smoke billowed from a crashed supply plane nearby. He sprinted toward it, hoping for better gear. Inside the airdrop crate lay an AWM sniper rifle and a ghillie suit, perfect for stealth. He smiled for the first time. Looks like my luck just turned. Moments later, the sound of engines shattered the quiet. A UAZ jeep tore across the field, bullets raining from its windows. Aidan dropped to the ground, rolled behind a rock, and took aim. He fired once, head short. The driver slumped, and the jeep flipped violently, bursting into flames. But the explosion drew attention. Footsteps again, multiple. A squad approached from the south. He counted 4 of them, moving in formation. Aidan was alone. He stayed hidden in the grass, breathing slowly. The squad passed just a few meters away. When the last man turned, Aiden fired his AWM. 1 shot, 1 kill. Panic erupted. The remaining 3 spun around, spraying bullets wildly. Aiden crawled to a new position, threw a smoke grenade, and flanked them from the right. Within seconds, the fight was over. His heartbeat thundered in his ears. For more bodies lay in the dirt. He looted fast, first aid kits, energy drinks, and a full level 3 armor set. Then, the warning siren. Blue zone approaching. The storm of energy closed in from behind, devouring everything in its path. Aiden jumped into the abandoned jeep and drove hard toward the next safe circle near Sosnovka military base. By now, only 10 players remained. The once peaceful island was a war zone. Gunfire echoed across the hills, plumes of smoke rising from every direction. Aiden parked the jeep near the old radar tower, crouching low. The final zone would close in soon, and every survivor would be forced into the open. He spotted movement near a warehouse, 2 players exchanging fire. One went down, the other healed behind cover. Aiden exhaled slowly and squeezed the trigger. Crack. Headshot. 8 left. He checked his supplies. Only 6 bullets left for the AWM, and barely a dozen for the rifle. He drank an energy drink, felt the rush of adrenaline, and prepared for the endgame. The zone shrank again. Trees offered the only cover. Distant explosions echoed. He moved between the shadows, silent as the wind. 7 players, 5, then 3. Aiden crawled to the edge of a small hill overlooking the final circle. The storm crackled just meters away, glowing electric blue. Below, 2 survivors were locked in a desperate firefight. He waited. When one fell, Aiden took aim at the last man, a tall figure wearing a black coat, standing defiantly in the open. The man turned, as if sensing Aiden's eyes upon him. Their gazes met for a heartbeat across the distance, predator and prey. Then both fired at once. Bullets tore through the air. Aiden's shoulder exploded in pain as he dropped to one knee. His health bar flashed red. He injected a med shot and rolled behind a rock, breathing hard. The enemy circled, trying to flank. Aiden switched to his rifle, last magazine. He leaned out, fired a burst, missed. The rival charged, spraying bullets. Aiden ducked, felt the dirt kick up around him. The world slowed, the storm closing, gunfire echoing like thunder. He steadied his aim. One final shot. Crack. Silence. The man in the black coat fell to the ground. The screen faded to gold. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Aiden dropped his rifle and looked around. The battlefield was quiet again. Empty houses, burning cars, a world frozen in the aftermath of chaos. He removed his helmet and stared at the rising sun. In the distance, he could still hear echoes of the plain, new warriors being dropped for the next battle. He knew it would never end. This island was a cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Every victory was temporary. Every survivor, just another ghost waiting for the next fight. He whispered softly to himself, "See you in the next match." The camera pulled back, rising above the island of Arangel, smoke curling through the forests, the blue zone fading beyond the horizon. And then, darkness. In a world where great stories come to life. Every click, every like, every share makes a difference. Milky Way. If this video inspired you, don't just watch, be part of it. Hit that like button. Subscribe to our channel. And turn on the notification bell so you never miss what's next. Your support fuels our journey. And together, we'll keep creating moments that move hearts and minds. So, take a second now. Like, share, and join our growing family of dreamers and creators. This is more than just a channel. It's a story, and you are part of it.